Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Hentai Hideaway. It's me, Tim Butterly. Do you remember me? It's good to be here with you guys. I wanted another minute to kind of settle myself in, but I was reading the chat and I'm dying. I'm dying, dude. This is the best thing I've ever read. Hell yeah. Mylanta Davis said, hell yeah, I never get to catch these because I'm always at paintball practice. That's why I held up. I got up early. I put on a pot of coffee and I said, let me hold off, dude. I know there's boys still out there on the field. I know there's still dudes out there going. I said, let me hold on. Let me hold off a little bit. Let those boys get home. Take off their fucking, get into the mud room. Shake off their, paint covered duds. To catch up with mom. It was good. No, it was good. Trevor's being kind of a dick for some reason. He had something up his butt. But, no, good. Solid KD. Paintball practice, dude. That's awesome. Practice. Oh, man. What kind of drills are you running at paintball practice, Are you sprinting? Are you, are you guys doing any conditioning? Like, is anyone kind of like just standing there while everyone lights them up? Like at Muay Thai practice? Because I'm into this. I think this is cool. Tim, have you ever ran into Octavius Thunder? And is he as big of a dipshit IRL as he was on Fish Tank? Well, I haven't watched him on Fish Tank, but that's like the big dude with the mullet, right? That's who I think that is. I ran into him. If that's the guy I'm thinking of, I've met him a couple of times. I met him at Skankfest. Hold on one second. I'll look him up. Is that his birth name? Octavius Thunder? Oh yeah, he's a handsome guy. Octavius Thunder is a big, jacked, handsome guy. I wouldn't want to fight him. I don't know exactly how good he is, but he's big as fucking jacked and handsome. I didn't know he was doing Fish Tank. I honestly, can I be honest with you guys? I've known about and I've followed Sam Hyde from the beginning, and I consider myself a fan. I haven't figured out, like, are you supposed to be watching it like at all time? Is this like all day stuff, or do they like package it and share it later? He's not good on Fish Tank. He's out. I don't know. I have no judgment as to whether he like rules or not. I just know that he's very big and handsome, and I've met him and he's been like nice enough. He kind of I'll say this. I kind of tried to like get him going a little bit, and he just sort of like, it seems like it's not getting through. Does that make sense? I would love to watch a Fish Tank abridged. I just don't. I'm afraid that I would dedicate too much time to watching while nothing happens. If there's a Fish Tank abridged, I'll watch that. But then I'll watch all of that, and I'll need someone to be like, this is the actual shit. Like, it's like the speedrunning marathons. And then also they're putting it on YouTube, so it'll be heavily edited, and I'll miss all the good stuff anyway. So yeah, I just, it's like I don't know where to jump in. That's all. It's autism. He's got thick skull. Repeat of Jason Ellis. No. This dude was never rude or a dick. He was nothing but handshakes. I don't remember. I couldn't get him to make a face. I would just be like, doing my retard stuff, and he either didn't get me or like. But other than that, I didn't have a strong impression of him. I was surprised to hear his when I read the comment saying, "Have you seen this fucking blowhard dickhead on Fish Tank?" I would have never guessed you guys were talking about the giant, handsome, mullet jacked guy. Tim, my father-in-law asked if I want his sword collection when he dies. Is he white? Is your father-in-law Asian, or is he an autistic white guy? Because if he's Asian, I can't imagine something cooler. But if he's an autistic white guy, then it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, I'll just put him in the garage or something. The Sagat shirt. This is from a company called Super Rare. They have a store in New York City, and I think one on the West Coast as well. But they're actually like a pretty high-end fight gear company. They're cool as fuck. And I went to the brick and mortar store in New York, and it was actually kind of too cool, and I was intimidated. And it's like, you know, I know about gear. I've been grappling forever. I've got a tiny little bit of striking experience, and I was in there, and I was just like, I felt like a dork. It felt like going into a cool sneaker store, but this stuff was all legit as hell. Your father-in-law, who is an autistic white guy who dresses primarily in basketball shorts, said, "Smorgy, when I die, I want you to take up my blades." I was playing, yes, to confirm, yes, this is the Wave Race soundtrack playing on loop. So the reason I was delayed today was because my daughter had her birthday party last night. She had a sleepover for, she tried to commingle her high school friends, some of her jiu-jitsu friends who are like kind of like close family friends now. And, it was just, dude, teenage girls, man. What a fucking nightmare. But I had all the parents who were like dropping kids off and kind of just like sticking around a little bit so that they didn't feel like they were just shoving their kids off. So I had the adults chilling down here, and I was entertaining them. And I have the N64 on the CRT behind me. And, you know, people were passing the controller around, like pulling up a game that they remember. Like, whoa, I can't, like, this room will get a kick out of adults my age who aren't prepared. You can see on the way too high LCD on the wall, I've got the Raspberry Pi running. So I'm just like, isn't this cool? I have all my music equipment around. I'm like, isn't this a cool place? And everyone's like, yeah, this is the coolest place ever. And I got a nice little rug on the ground now. Oh, hold on, I'll slide out this way. This is such a chill spot. This is the chillest spot ever. So I you know, there was a moment where no one was using the N64, and I fired up Pilot Wings with my all gold medals save file. And one of the adults there was my friend Travis, who was my best friend in high school. He goes, "You're still playing Pilot Wings?" And he kind of like summed up my personality as just a dude who's never stopped playing Pilot Wings 64. Anyway, it was yes. So yes. Speaking of, are you going to continue with striking training or focus solely on jiu-jitsu? I do need to. If I had more time in the day, I would do nothing but training. I wish. As it stands, I have to focus on jiu-jitsu. I want to get a black belt pretty bad. But yeah, I'm sticking with Muay Thai. I got some fucking sparring in for the first time the other day, and it felt really nice. When I fucking kill myself for being a gay nerd, do you guys want my paintball gun collection? I would rather. Look, an autistic white father-in-law. I would rather That paintball guns are like samurai swords for white guys. That'd be nice as fuck if I could become a blacksmith that made Damascus steel paintball guns. Mylantha Davis, I didn't mean to... I thought you were telling me that you were at paintball practice as kind of like a camaraderie type thing. Like, hey, you know how we're all fucking dorks here? That's how I took that. I didn't mean to go in on paintball autists as though I'm above them. I'm saying, you know, cannonball into the pool, friend. Welcome. Just watched Street Fighter with a retarded Frenchman playing Guile. Here's a quick reminder if you haven't watched the animated Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, and find the uncensored version where they show Chun-Li's fucking sweet tits. Tim, what's your take on Metal Gear Solid? Yay or gay? I feel like I talk about Metal Gear Solid every week on here. Are you trying to spin me into Metal Gear Solid talk as a prank? I talk about it every week, I think, now. It's essential. Metal Gear Solid is essential boys stuff. I'm waiting. They just put out the like the HD remasters, but I think they're going to remake Metal Gear Solid. Hold on, let me see. I know they just put out an HD thing. Oh man, should I get and play the Robocop game? That was the kind of question at the center of this stream. I've cleared out a lot of my backlog. We're gonna talk video games in just a minute. What was the question I was just looking up? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Is it Master Collection Volume 1? What systems is this on? It's on Steam? No. Oh, it seems to be on PC. Because I want to... One of my great experiments is... One of my great experiments is I want to subject my wife to Metal Gear Solid from the beginning. She's never played it. I think she might have, like... She sat down with a controller and started to play that first, like, little, you know, you get onto the elevator thing. And she was just, like, panicked the entire time. The Metal Gear re-release is kind of bad. Yeah, I'm glad I held off. There's a prison life simulator game? What the heck? Hold on. It's Prison Life Simulator. God damn it, dude. Ah! You got me. Your prank worked. What the hell? Got the stuff? Wow, this is pretty poorly made. This looks like GTA 3. If this was made by one, like, Lithuanian child, I'd say this is pretty impressive. A lot of this looks familiar, like... Is that a barbed wire? It's barbed wire around the text boxes. Look at this. I love this. I love the barbed wire around the text box. Like, yeah, we know reading is gay and sorry for making you do it, but it's barbed wire, dude. That cancels out the gay of reading. Matt Drummond said, "What's up, Tim? Hope your Sunday's going well." So far, I mean, I completed all my responsibilities for hosting and chaperoning my daughter's Sweet 16 sleepover birthday party, which is its own hell. We will get into that eventually, but Jesus Christ. My God. Yeah, Prison Life Simulator is, I mean, I wish I could make that. Let's see. So we're saying Robocop is nice? Robocop Simulator is nice as hell? So yeah, I'm going to get my wife to play through Metal Gear Solid. It'll be kind of a social experiment, obviously. What I want to know is, can a woman resonate with the story and gameplay of Metal Gear Solid? I think no. And now I will say my wife is not, she's not a gamer. She has thousands of hours logged in a couple of different Switch games. She did complete a speed run of the Goose game on stream, by the way. So it's not like, it's not out of the realm, you know? And dude, so everyone's saying the Metal Gear Solid re-release. What's so wrong with the re-release? Metal Gear is so man, you know what? I need to do a complete fucking dissertation on this. Robocop is great for fans of Robocop. You know what? I need something that's good for the stream right now. What would be good for the stream? I played, so I guess we could talk more video games. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid is essential for boys. It might be impenetrable for girls. However, there is a feminine side of Metal Gear Solid. People might not want to hear about that, but there's definitely a very homoerotic undertone of the conflict between Solid and Liquid Snake. Ocelot is clearly vying for some sort of male affection that he missed out on earlier in life. And he might be full-blown gay. Otacon, I think, is me. You play through Metal Gear Solid hoping, you go, look at this autistic spy. Is this what I'm like? Am I Solid Snake? Am I just like barely communicating with the people around me and having trouble, you know, internalizing the things they're saying to me? And am I saying kind of stuff that makes them laugh and look at me weird all the time, like Solid Snake does over the codec? The reality is we're Otacon. We're Otacon, and Otacon's almost like uninterested in like Snake's actual mission. He's just like wants to help his bro, and he's desperate to lock down who's his love interest? Who's Otacon's love interest? Not Sniper Wolf, is it? Who's he in love with? Naomi. That's who we are. We're Otacon. And that's not bad. Obviously, he's kind of a pussy and he pisses himself. But so do we. Yeah, I'm a big Metal Gear Revengeance fan. Or is that the Raiden game? Just played Armored Core. Connor Howard said, just played Armored Core 6. Loved it. What was your overall opinion of it? I'll be honest. I don't have enough of experience. I don't have enough experience with Armored Core 6 to give an informed opinion of it. I have to start from the beginning because between the time I bought it launch day, I had it pre-installed, and I didn't get very far because I was running into a crashing issue that seemed to not affect anybody else on the internet. My PC was locking up, going completely brain dead. Had to hard reset. And it doesn't seem to be happening anymore, but I've lost the thread. My build doesn't make any sense. I need to go back to the beginning and start from there. But no reason to think that it's not fucking double aces. I'll tell you what I am dick deep in right now is Disco Elysium. Autists, can we please talk about Disco Elysium for a couple of minutes here? It is I can't believe I was missing this in my life. You know, I talk all the time about how shooters have just fucking burnt me out. I'm playing through a lot of my it's on my backlog. That's why I'm playing it. And I mean, my backlog is its own thing. I could talk about that forever. My backlog. I'm a big backlog guy. You know how many fucking games I have in my backlog? Probably 200. I probably have, let's say this, I'll probably have 50 games at any given time with save files that have like significant progress on them that I have never wrapped up and might never. I finished Final Fantasy 15 and 16 kind of back to back. I have to look at my PlayStation. I have to look at my PlayStation because I'm burning through this shit. I tried to get back into Red Dead Redemption 2. Ugh. I don't know. No. I can't stand how slow everything is. I'm not like particularly engaged by any like the story stuff I'm seeing. It might be cool to like just play it while I'm actually like listening to podcasts and stuff. But I don't love Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm trying to. I had to steal an oil thing, delivery, and it had 2 horses on the front, and I stole it and I dropped it off somewhere, and then I got off, and then I called for my horse and said, your horse is too far away. And so I had to run. I had to run like 30 real world minutes through the desert. And I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Dude, this sucks. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably the best video game ever made, retard. I don't know, dude. I play a lot of video games and I'm not having fun. Really picks up in the second half. I don't know if I'm going to make it to there, dude. GTA 5 is 100 times the game Red Dead Redemption 2 is. I would say the gameplay in Disco Elysium is more engaging to me than the gameplay in Red Dead Redemption 2. Thoughts on Mass Effect? I love Mass Effect. I played through the entire trilogy. I got through the entire trilogy. I enjoyed the third one. I finished the last one. I liked it. You ever fuck with PUBG? Let's see. Does Steam tell you your playtime in games? Oh, God. Check this out. I have 531 hours in PUBG. Isn't that crazy? I've Dark Souls. Let's see. I've platinumed Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. I didn't platinum trophy Dark Souls 2, but I did play through all of it and all the DLC. I don't even like PUBG, by the way. I have 531 hours in PUBG, and I don't like it. I don't even think I liked it that much when I was playing. Actually, okay, cool. All right, here we go. Here's some context. So when we started, me and Rainey started Dab Meat, we were both pulling ourselves out of like a 5-year spiral. Okay, I've covered the backstory. I don't need to tell you guys about that all again. But like, comedy falls apart really abruptly. We sink into like normie life. I went full serious world for 5 years, and in that time, I was working very hard in IT. I was doing everything I thought I had to do to take care of my family, and I would come home and I would go. We were still in the hood. I would go into my basement where I had my gaming PC, and I would put on my headset, and I would sit down and I would start drinking by myself and playing PUBG with two or three dudes who I didn't get together with in real life very much at all. And it was honestly the most depressing time of my entire life. Playing PUBG every night and drinking at my computer desk was the saddest time. It was easily the saddest time of my entire life. I have 531.3 hours logged in PUBG. Every one of them was bad. And now that was one of the things I had to like pull myself out of. You know what I mean? You know, when they look into the Palantir, the Palantir? What's the crystal ball in Lord of the Rings? And you look in and the Eye of Sauron looks back to you and someone has to like pull you out. That was me. That's normie life. I got my ankles stuck in normie life. Sagar with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Said, where's Lego Master Builder Fritz? What was for Butterly family breakfast this morning? Fritz is upstairs still running around playing laser tag with whichever these fucking teenage monsters will give him attention. I don't know my KD. Can you look up your KD in pub? I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you because I wasn't doing great. So I was playing PUBG every night. I wasn't doing great. If I got one win per week, I'd be like, let's go, Taiwan #1. Woo! Autism is, I mean, dude, oh God. Just thinking back to the shit we were screaming on the loading island in PUBG. Oh no. Oh no. You ever try Inscription? Yes. Yeah, Inscription, that's like the fake Magic the Gathering game. Yeah, Inscription was nice. Well, yeah, gaming and substances are often a means of escapism for people with menial day jobs and everyday burdens. No shade, I do the same. Yeah, I still get zonked and play video games. I'm just saying I went deep into one game and drinking just like kitchen glasses full of whiskey. Whoa, man. No, I don't like that. I'm never going to think about that part of my life again. You ever get into Counter-Strike games? I tried. I wasn't very good, and I hate when I'm not good at stuff, and I said no. What games does Ben play? Ben plays GTA 5 a lot. He's trying to finish story mode, and if he enjoys a mission, he'll play it like 3 days straight. And he doesn't have much time to play video games because if he's at home, he's typically doing schoolwork, and then when school's over, we're at jiu-jitsu. So he's not playing like too much video games, but all the time that he has for it, he is playing GTA 5. Any love for the first Mass Effect? Oh yeah, I was talking about Mass. Dude, you could just this. I could just do. You could just call out video games all day, and that's all I'll talk about. But, hold on a second. Let me throw on another. Let me throw on some more copyright safe music. There we go. That's fine. Damn, Sherm! With a $30 super chat. Good afternoon, brother. Some Sunshine Fest spending money. Damn. I guess I'll see you down there. I'll be down in Florida this weekend. Thank you very much, brother. Where was I? Oh yeah, Mass Effect rules. Disco Elysium, dude. Okay, I thought Disco Elysium was very boring at first. In theory, I love a point and click mystery game where maybe it's definitely not about combat, and you're doing more like logical, puzzle, that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff. The beginning of Disco Elysium is very off-putting. It's way too wordy, but it is worth it. I'm on, I think, day 4 or 5 in Disco Elysium, and I'm completely engrossed. I've played it straight. I've tried not to disappoint Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I would rather die, but I've also made an ass of myself. I failed the karaoke subquest. I went up and embarrassed myself in front of everybody. I've gotten fucking chumped by people. I've said regrettable things to people that it wasn't received the right way. Dude, it's so nice. And then here's what I like about Disco Elysium. You're doing all these weird dialogue choices and weird like subquests, and like you'll everything's like kind of like a risk. Everything's like, it's like classic like tabletop dice roll. It's like, try telling her she's a pig and see how she likes it. And it's like, failed. She hates it. She doesn't get it. You're a dickhead. And I go, ooh, I can think of times in my life where I tried a risky response to something, hoping that it would be received well, and they thought I was a fucking idiot. So I like that a lot. Shrug with the $4.90 time. The $4.99. Thank you. Disco Elysium, I think is how you spell that. Chitty Julep with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much. For Fritz. And please come to Chicago. I will come to Chicago. You ever play the Chex Mix game? Oh yeah, the Chex Quest? Is that what it was called? You can find that online now pretty easily though. But I do remember a time where I was the only kid going, hey, remember when there was a game in Chex? Yeah, cool. I'm a big fan of Cool Spot. I thought that was just a nice game. Oh, here's something I'd like to explore. Julius Yomez said, Tim, I know you're a fighting game fan. Have you ever played any of the King of Fighters games? I don't know anyone who's ever been a serious King of Fighters head. I don't know a single person ever. And they made them like yearly, like King of Fighters 98, King of Fighters 99. Who was asking for that? Who among you is nasty at King of Fighters? For sure. Who? No one has ever played King of. I've sat down. Obviously they're on every ROM dump I've ever downloaded, and you go, what's this King of Fighters always about? They were making these yearly. This must be pretty nasty, and you play it, and you're just like, okay. Who the fuck was that? Who was playing them? Who was demanding that number of King of Fighters games? There's no show everyone a trailer. There's no like what would you even show someone if you go, oh, you don't know King of Fighters? Here, let me show you just rows and rows of fucking like video game rental store boxes. What, like, I guess they're 3D now, but for the most part, it was just like King of Fighters 15 is coming. I don't know how to show people how many King of Fighters games there are. Let's try Wikipedia. Look how many King of Fighters games there are. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Bro, unbroken streak to 2003. And then they just took the year number out of it from 1994 to 2010. They released King of Fighters every year. Is that... Who was buying them, dude? I don't know. I don't know a single person who has ever purchased a King of Fighters game in here. This might be a front for... This might be like a child... This might be connected to Epstein. Tyler Reynolds said, I always figured King of Fighters was huge in some South American country like Brazil or something. That, I think, that in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, Chinese kids are probably going nuts for this. There's probably 8 billion Chinese children that, like, this is their main thing. But I always figured if I didn't get out of it, if I didn't grow out of video games, I always figured someday I'm going to run into a big King of Fighters head and they'll explain to me what's actually up. Like, dude, I met Guilty Gear people. Do you know? Like, Guilty Gear seems way more niche. And there's like 4 or 5 of them. This shit was like... And by the way, dude, this was in the 90s. Now we have digital games. There's Steam sales. Like, you can play a lot more video games now. In the 90s, dude, there was no... You were paying retail price for every piece of software you got. And they sold this, they made new ones every year. There's something up, dude. The Yakuza is involved somehow. I'm telling you, this is, they're programming these games on Little St. James. And they were Neo Geo games at first, which is like, how many Neo Geos were there even? Crazy. I've never even heard of someone owning a Neo Geo. That's what I used to joke around and say, that Neo Geos were like for rich kids with like evil parents. I to be honest, I don't know if I knew a kid that owned a Neo Geo. That's crazy. But yeah, I have tried King of Fighters games. They're pretty fun. They're cool. Matter of Theory with the 999 super chat. Thank you very much. Said, I know you're hating first-person shooters lately, but The Final is sick. I think I tried that a couple weeks ago. It's pretty cool. I liked it. Have you played Dark and Darker? Maybe? What's that look like? Dark and Darker? No? That looks cool. Dark and Darker looks cool. This looks like Kingsfield. Is this like Kingsfield? How to extract in Dark and Darker. So is this like, what's that game? That's where you have to extract. Is this like The Hunt? Hunt or The Hunt? Is it under The Hunt? You know what I'm talking about, right? might be tripping. I can't find it. It's not on Steam. You could have gotten me to Little St. James if you said Neo Geo was there. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of these guys are going to be saying that. The Hunt. It's The Hunt. Okay, yeah. Ray Dog, have a great Sunday. All right, but I think I've caught you up, guy. I've caught you guys up with all of my feelings about video games. That's what I think about video. I'm punishing at this point. I'm going to do in the near future. I'm going to do a couple of dedicated video game streams. Obviously, one of them is the experiment making MJ play Metal Gear Solid, and then here's the thing. The reason I'm so stuck on this idea is because I think that by showing my wife Metal Gear Solid, number one, I want to observe her. And at the same time, I want her to understand who I am more deeply. And she can only do that by experiencing Metal Gear Solid 1 without a strategy guide. I think we'll all learn something. And at the very least, it'll be so funny to just watch a girl struggle. And then here's the other thing is, she's going to go, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. I'm going to go back upstairs and I'm going to go, look at the super chats, babe. We have this is my livelihood we're talking about. This is how I feed the children, is by doing this stuff, by playing video games and talking to the computer. You're giving up. And out of a sense of obligation, she'll go, oh, okay. Okay. Tim, what would you suggest for someone who has trouble finishing games, especially RPGs? I keep getting bored of my characters and re-rolling shit. Then stop playing it. Dude, I've turned off movies recently. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't feel any obligation to finish anything anymore. Matt Drummond said, first of all, laughing at how I'm sincere about it. I am sincere. You're going to end up pissed off. Yeah, I know, dude. Have you ever heard of compelling content before? Have you ever heard of conflict? And then I also want to play this fucking Visage game. I want to play a real spook 'em up. I want to do a late night spook 'em up. Tim, please look into Toribash. Dude, I almost got fired from a job for fucking with Toribash for too long. Is that still around? Are there new versions of Toribash? Is it on Steam now? It used to be a Flash game. Yo, it's on Steam. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Toribash. I wanted to move on, please. What's Toribash? Do I do Toribash or Toribash next? Oh, that's actually coming out in a couple of weeks. Yo, don't, man. I hate this. No. Pat G with the 199 super chat, by the way. Thank you. I'm installing it. I'm installing it right now. Dude, so this will just infuriate. This is not going to be fun, I don't think. This kind of looks cool. You will never get anywhere near this in actually playing this game. If I remember correctly, what you're actually doing is frame by frame manipulating these guys with very unintuitive controls. And yeah, this is what it usually ends up looking like. Just two AI bots spinning around each other. And the way that you win is you used to just grab the shoulders and then swing one leg up and try to kick them as hard as you can. I mean, once you see how impossible it is to make these guys move, this is the most impressive. This is unattainable mastery right now. Crazy. This is going to be very unpopular. No one's going to like this. Did it install? I need to log in? What the heck? Yo, look at it. You just got home from school. You've raced through your homework, got it mostly wrong, and then you fire it up and you see this. And you go, yes! Yes, dude. All right, let me sign myself up real quick. What do I don't use passwords. I have them all saved. What's a good password? Oh, and it doesn't obscure it. It just has it there in plain text. Very cool. Okay, glad I didn't do that on the stream. I almost just gave away my life. You motherfuckers. You fucking pussies. Okay, here we go. We're in. A car with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Says, what's your opinion of Mech Warrior? I don't know. It's a mech. It's, you know, it never did it for me. It's a mech combat game that just feels like a kind of a boring tank game. I could be wrong though. These fucking freaks. You can also control the camera by right-clicking anywhere with your mouse. Okay. Wait, I mean, this kind of looks cool, but wait till you see how retarded this is. There are 4 joint states. Hold, relax, contract, and extend. Combining them results in unique moves. Excuse me. Click on Sensei's right knee to extend and kick the opponent. Okay. You can also control your joints quicker by using keyboard hotkeys. This is way more involved than it used to be. To change all joint states at once, to either hold or relax, press C. Hover over any joint and press X to go between hold and relaxed. I can't even fucking see. Switch between contracting and extending. No, this is not going to go well. I don't have the patience that I did the last time I played this. My knee broke, ruining my chances. Oh, the soundtrack cuts out after a couple of seconds? Okay, bring my own. The tutorial is also new. Is this the fully meted version of QWOP? I mean, it's almost like a turn-based QWOP, basically. Toribash, your experience is measured in key. I mean, no one cares about that. No. No. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, duh. Come on. No one cares about this. Okay. Free play now. Okay, so I guess this falling one is me, right? Okay. Now, how do I step back? So now it's showing me what my guy will do after this next thing. So I want to step into a fighting stance. How do I do that? Okay, so all right, so this is what you used to do. You used to bend your knees, right? Oops. You used to bend your knees and then start letting him relax a little bit. And then when he got to right here, oh dude, this was the move. Ready? Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you start doing this. Hold on. And now I need to extend. Yep. Yep. And then watch this. Ready? Oh, I tried to slam him down. God damn it. And bah! And I tried to scoop him up and slam him. But yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I'm so frustrated. I can't. I can't. That made me so mad. So anyway, you can eat his meat. You can slurp him. That immediately made me really angry, and it took me back to a tough time. Who's got sick replays on here? Oh, these are only mine. Head kick. Let's go. Damn, no way. This probably took 6 years to make. He kicked his head off. So all right, this is my presentation. I just showed you how, I mean, could you imagine having the attention span and time? And this dude made this. Incredible, dude. And this guy's asshole's bleeding out. This is the GOAT. Oh, no, that's not his asshole, it's his neck. Oh, dude, you're the GOAT. This is the best dude that ever did it. All right, that's Toribash. That's Toribash. That's a stroll down memory lane. I hope you like that stuff. Man, that hurt. Yo, I mean, just saying what's up to the influx of homies. Thanks for making it over to us on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Shit. I missed the call. I'm in Florida this weekend for Sunshine Comedy Festival. If anyone's in the Florida area, I don't think you have to buy a ticket to the entire festival. You can just pick show by show. Or, I mean, you can just probably catch me walking around St. Pete or Tampa smoking, you know, that stuff. We're also, I believe, this week releasing episode 1 of Tim Butterly's show, which is, you know, I try not to make a big deal about anything I'm doing, but we took basically, you know, the weekly streams I was doing outside of this one. This is just gonna stay like this forever. But I was streaming like 3 days a week on Twitch and then YouTube, and it's like, you know, it was essentially just a solo podcast. And so not quite out of like frustration. Actually, it was kind of out of frustration. I didn't love kind of like what Twitch is about, and it was also hard to pull people over there. Like, comedy fans don't want to go to Twitch. They think it's just people sitting there, you know, jerking off and playing video games. And on YouTube, it's been better. Like, we like doubled the audience on YouTube. Thankful, obviously. But I realized that, like, to do this and get people to actually consume it, I had to sort of elevate it somehow. So we were calling it Tim Butterly's show, and it's, you know, it's just this with a guest. So my first guest is Ian Finance, and we've been testing this out on the Field Trip and Patreon for the past like 5 months, just seeing like, is this sustainably fun and funny? And I think it is very fun and funny. And so we're putting that first one out this week, and I think we'll do audio for it as well. And I don't know, man, if you're kind of into my stuff, it's kind of like just me doing my stuff. So check it out. Later, Dunbar. Thanks for kicking it with us. So we'll keep the Sunday morning coffee stream. I'll do, you know, dedicated video game streams here and there, but like the sort of, you know, the solo pod aspect of it. And like, dude, I've gotten like stuff out of these streams for myself as well. Like, we'll stumble upon something where I go, oh, that would be great on a podcast, or that would be great in stand-up. So I see value in it too. But we're just gonna try a little bit. We're gonna try a little bit and see if it's worth it. Is Field Trip and continuing separately? Not separately. We're kind of working on that at the same time. It just takes more effort and time to film and edit. So we're just going to keep making those, and we kind of like stumbled upon a little bit of a secret sauce where, like, now that I'm headlining these one-nighters on the road, and I'm bringing Rob Cruz with me for these shows anyway as you know, an opener, why not also bring Danny and Noah and just film, like, we're basically just doing Field Trip and On the Move everywhere we go. it just takes some time to package it and put like that polish on it. And dude, Rob's getting so nasty at like the post-production stuff. Yeah, so it's just more. It's more stuff. It's more good stuff. Jabri! What up? So no, the concept of field tripping is not done. It's that's going to be even better. But now I have Tim Butterly's show where my weekly streams aren't. I'm not calling it wasted effort, but like we're going to get more back for it for the amount of time that I'm putting into this stuff. Like I can't just like sit. I can't just like record riffing and showing someone videos and call that field tripping. Field tripping needs to be more. It needs to have like more substance to it. But as far as this stuff, which I love to do, we're just gonna call it a show and have our guests on, you know. And we've already got some cool stuff for that as well. I don't know. You'll just have to check it out and see it and go, this is either for me or Butterly's he's lost his damn mind if he thinks I'm going to pay attention to this. I love Squadcast, man. I think it would be fun to do 4-person couch games too. Yeah, dude. We did one of the Patreon episodes or Patreon streams we did for Field Trippin', which also kind of put us on this path, was we just had the boys. It was just the 4 of us playing 4-player NBA Jam. And there was a fucking buzzer beater and we were all so hyped and it was so fun and funny and we were like, yeah, we could just do this. Tim, next time you're in Chicago, check out Galloping Ghost Arcade. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting a lot of chirps for Chicago. I think Zanies would have me. I think I could just send them a message and say, hey, can I please have a show there? I just got a Boston date. March 29th. Can't field tripping be integrated when you go travel for shows, so you can do 2 things at once? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. Yes, that is it. Yes, Jared, that is correct. Yes. Shrug with a 999 super chat said, when you come to Central Massachusetts? Is that what MA is? Or is that Maine? What's there? Is Central Massachusetts that far from Boston? These are genuine questions now, and it would be helpful for me if you took me seriously. Is it that far from Boston that I could do a different show there? Worcester, Sturbridge, Wachusett, Blackstone. So Worcester, Mass is far from Boston? Oh, yeah, Jabri, we'll have you. Jabri, we're going to have Jabri back in studio for Tim Butterly's show for, well, I feel like we could do a lot of stuff with Jabri. Half of the point of this is indulging our interests. I don't know how we're gonna piece this together, but I made Del Calo come to the studio and get really high, and we built model rockets. It's gonna be impossible to piece this together into something coherent. And I had to leave in the middle of it to go to a LASIK appointment. So between building the rockets and launching them, which we were, dude, the building process was not what we expected at all, and we were kind of having like internal meltdowns because there was a lot more glue than we thought. We just thought it would just be snapped together, go outside. It ended up being pretty challenging. We were way too stoned, and then we had to stop because I was going to a LASIK appointment where they dilated my pupils. So we're standing in a field. I'm almost completely blind. I can't focus my eyes. We send these rockets up. We'll have to see. Sucks that the hot air balloon dude doesn't want to be your mentor. Yeah, I'm not ready to close the book on the hot air balloon guy yet. If you ever get a show near Detroit, you should go to Inception. It's a mental health gym. What? What? Yo, what? The Inception circuits are designed for clients to improve emotional and physical functioning within a 90-minute time frame by experiencing the combined effect of 3 different modalities. Inner reset, brain-body balance circuit, magnosphere, brain training, flotation therapy. The inner reset circuit. I mean, what's the eye? What's with the 2 eyes? Addresses the impact of trauma and stress by providing deep healing into the central nervous system, returning the brain and body to a state of homeostasis and alignment. This brain-body balance circuit enables us to cope with the same stressful situations that might otherwise have impaired our health. The inner flow circuit addresses the issues in the tissues when stress hormones and repressed feelings surrounding traumatic events affect the body's regulatory functions. This system detox circuit improves and revitalizes the immune, respiratory, and lymphatic systems for optimal well-being. This includes infrared sauna, salt therapy, and lymphatic suit. People done lost their damn minds. You gotta show me some. Whoa, dude. During the mid-1990s, the Adverse Childhood Experiences study found a significant relationship between individuals who experienced all types of abuse and neglect during during childhood and negative outcomes in adulthood, including poor physical, mental health, high suicide rates, and addiction. Dude. People be doing too damn much. Look, this is so fucking funny. This is so fucking funny. Emotional obesity. 73% of people regularly experience psychological symptoms caused by unresolved stress. What the hell is emotional obesity? Oh, they're saying your brain is out of shape? This fucking sucks. Yeah, what do their trainers look like? I bet you there's some interesting haircuts. I don't buy into this. Obviously, well, this stuff probably rules. Here's a video on it.
Well, now he's taken what he learned to create a new kind of gym to help others stay.
Here's another bad sign. Extremely low quality screen recording of, dude, it's fucking CNN, man.
Mentally fit. It's this.
Oh, never mind. It was just buffering. Tim, you're a fucking dickhead.
Everybody has experienced trauma and everybody will experience trauma. The problem is when you're stuck in a trauma pattern after it's over with. Well, Inception is a mental health gym. The mental health gym uses 21st century holistic technology to help everyday people deal with stressors and traumas. I got into this business out of necessity because I was dealing with anxiety, panic attacks, insomnia, and I actually had a back injury. I used over 60 different technologies and alternative therapies to help myself. When the pandemic came around and everybody had to sit down, the thing that came up and popped up was the awareness of how stressed out they were. Our business greatly benefited from that. Our services look like doing circuit model training, just like a traditional gym, to help move the body into rest and digest. We use neurofeedback, which is called brain training, magnetic therapy, red light therapy. And then we also use a sensory deprivation, which is flotation therapy. These type of services will cost you thousands of dollars anywhere else you go, but our 90-minute circuit model is $99. Education has been one of the biggest pitfalls that we've had in terms of understanding mental health, but social media has been a great equalizer for us. So people have been very supportive of us around the country. You come in and you feel better because mental health is physical health.
Okay, I'm going to make a prediction. Anyone who lives in a place with a lot of black-owned businesses could probably predict it. I'm betting. Wait, let me see. I'm betting you there are hours of operation are there's going to be a weird day that they're not open. And their hours are going to be unorthodox. Let's see. Hours of operation 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Oh, that's pretty good. Tuesday to Sunday. Okay. All right. So that's basically salon days. Salons are closed on Monday, right? Or something like that. 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Now, here's the thing, guys. I am a mental health expert. I've beaten depression and Asperger's. And I have the blueprint, and I'm willing to share it for free. To anyone who's ready to listen. If you want the secret, it's this. A lot of people were kind of mistreated as children, varying degrees of mistreated as children. And even if you don't think about it all the time, you might act kind of weird because of it. And if you find a way to look directly at it for long enough, you can sort of figure out what the weird stuff you're doing now corresponds to. And then you can do the long division in your brain of going like, I mean, the you have to work out the equation on paper. And you know how like you're doing algebra and it would be like, you know, some like x5 parentheses something plus minus s equals, you know, 4x. You'd have both the answer and the problem presented to you, and you'd have to fill in the rest. The answer is no one cares, and part of the equation is bad stuff happened to you. And if you sit there long enough and you work it all out, you'll get credit for it. No teacher's going to come along and check it off or, score it, 40 out of 50. But you can finish it and turn it in, and then you can move on to the next thing. And it doesn't have to become your identity. It doesn't have to become who you are is, whatever. You can be mindful of it. But the starting point is someone was a dick to you. The end point is it kind of doesn't matter now. And you fill in the rest of the stuff in the middle. You can chill after that. Or you could spend your entire life being kind of off-putting to people because you never let it go. You could spend the meager wages you earn on like new ways to address it. Let me I'm just trying to save you guys some time and resources. You pretty much get over it. Yeah. You have a responsibility to get over it. And I'm not saying that it's forever. Every once in a while, that stuff creeps back in. Oh, dude, here's what it looks like. You'll want to relapse on it. You'll want to relapse on your deep, dark depression. And you'll have a quiet moment by yourself where you'll be like, seriously, no one cares? This stuff can just happen to you and no one gives a shit? And you have to ground yourself and be like, yeah, I guess so. That's not on everyone else, though. That's not people aren't mistreating you now because they're not just like, oh, hey, I need something from you, but I know that someone was really awful to you when you were still developing. And I'm sorry about that. This kind of stuff sets up that expectation, I think, where people kind of want like nurturing treatment from strangers at all times because, someone knocked an ice cream cone out of your hands when you were 5 years old. I feel like I missed out of the motivation talk. What was this about? This is not motivation talk. This is your life fucking sucks. Or like you were probably set up for a life that a lot of people were set up for a life that sucks. Actually, I'll tell you this. If you're a fucking podcast fan, I know for a fact that your life was set up to suck. This is me speaking from experience. You were set up for a fucking gay life that sucks. And you're looking externally for stuff that makes you feel less shitty. That's me anyway. But inside, if you can just find harmony between childhood sucked and no one cares now, you can find a harmony in the middle, and I don't know, at least not fucking spend money on people putting red light bulbs in front of you. That's what I think. That's just what and look, I'm saying, and here my credentials on this is that like I spent most of my life kind of not caring about outcomes for myself because I was like, well, I know I'm going to kill myself at some point. I'm seeing how far I can push that back by making good decisions. How nice can I set myself up that I can avoid killing myself for how long? I know I will eventually. If I ever make enough of a mistake, or if I'm ever disappointed enough in my outcomes, I'll do it then. And now I'm like, damn, dude, I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go of life. I need this. I like this stuff. And now that I know the truth about Stephen Paddock, let me tell you this: I guarantee I'll never kill myself. If you ever see me dead, they got me. And then for real quick, for overcoming Asperger's, just obsess over the symptoms and you'll correct them. Duh. That would be so rude. That would be so rude if I popped myself. But no, I'm saying I will never. I will. There's a chance I'll never die. There's a guarantee I'll never kill myself. Sorry, dude. Sorry, haters. Don't ever pay for someone to put red light bulbs in front of you. Please. Please, dude. Tim Butterly, have you seen the African airplane compilation video by chance? I will look for that right now. Have you guys seen the story about the wedding party that showed up at a venue and just did a wedding without like booking it, and then were rude when they were like politely asked to either like pay or leave? Am I gonna laugh at this for the wrong reasons? No. No.
To take off. He hopes things will be different this time.
Oh, I've seen this, yeah. This might be the coolest shit ever.
The engines roar to life, and then Upendo is out of his hands, and down what passes as a runway. For a few glorious seconds, Upendo is airborne, and then it crashes to the ground.
I love this, man. This is the best. I want to do this so bad.
13 is not a lucky number after all.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of this dude. I'm so jealous of this dude.
And when the time came, the homemade plane was towered by a car to gain the required speed to take off, but seems to be more obsessed with the ground than the air, failing to take off.
We had our first test flight on 26th of November.
Dude. Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw this in my future. Could you imagine the feeling? Like, let's check out the gear real quick. I thought this was like a political campaign. I thought it was a campaign merch. Yo, imagine, and then you get the whole village running with you. I mean, this is not even any wings on it. Come on, man. Little flying wheelbarrow. This is honestly, to me, this is. I think humanity should be closer to this worldwide. You know.
Gabriel was heartbroken, but surprisingly his spirit.
I think we should be. I think this might be a little bit too Ted K. I think modernity has taken us too far from village children chasing a
for a few glorious seconds.
Homemade aircraft to imminent failure.
But that did not mean the plane would not fit into the truck he had hired to transport it to Kangundo for the trials.
This is where we should be. I think we would all be happier if this is where we are. For 1,000,000%.
That did not mean the end of the road. The mechanics did their part to restore.
But yeah, I have seen that. That fucking rules, dude. I know that's right, brothers.
Has never seen the inside of a cockpit, did his. The second
Dude.
and third day ended without much success.
Oh my God. God bless these dudes, man. This is what you know how you know how in Lord of the Rings the dwarves were obviously the Jewish people, you know? The hobbits were these guys. You know? Tell me this doesn't look like where are they when they're running behind it on the runway?
All failed to take downward past the engines roared.
Where are they?
He hopes things will be different.
Look. Is it
His
this one?
after the push they thought it
This
needed
is
to
this
be
is
on.
Bilbo's birthday right here. This is Gandalf setting off the fireworks at Bilbo's birthday. IRL. Yes. That's good stuff. Mansions Society. It was the Mansion Society. Is this on TikTok? Fuck. Oh shit. All right. Hold on. It's not playing.
Friend, do you want to see the most outrageous thing to happen for a wedding ceremony? Watch this video first and we're going to talk about it. So this is a couple having their wedding ceremony in a coffee shop called Mansion Society based out of Indianapolis. And the crazy thing about this is that no one at the coffee shop had any idea that this was going to take place. The couple and their guests came into the coffee shop, moved chairs, moved tables. You see their guests at the events. They charge. Why didn't you just stop them from having their wedding ceremony? Well, it's a ceremony and we know cancel culture. You stopping somebody.
All right, come on.
It's $500.
I thought there was gonna be more of the actual ceremony. So check this out. They have fuck, you can't really see it, but there was like an accompanying post. So this is like in Indianapolis, this is like a wedding venue. There's a coffee shop like either next to it or in it. They do rent this out for weddings and shit like that. A party shows up. Everyone's dressed for a wedding, dude. There's a bride and groom. There's a officiant. There's a photographer somewhere. And this is a coffee shop connected to a wedding venue. And back here, I guess you get like the view and shit like that. They showed up and had a wedding. Unannounced, unplanned, and it's like how do you not give it up for them, dude? I think they were there for like a half hour. How do you not give it up for? They stole a wedding, dude. How do you not give it up for them for not like getting bent over on deposits and, you know, the fees that they tack on? And it's just like, yeah, just hold on real quick. If I could, could you guys we're going to do a wedding real quick. Just hold on. Let's fucking go, dude. That might be their they may have brought a DJ. So I read a lot of the owner of the coffee shop's post, and apparently they did this with such conviction and confidence that the people working there started like serving them like coffees and like foods and stuff like that. And they said at first we were just like shell shocked, like why would someone do this? But also like And then they later on they're like, the reason we didn't tell them to like leave and stop is because we were afraid that they were gonna cancel us. Like you remember when people like really leaned into the Karen thing and they were just recording like white ladies having meltdowns because they thought if you got into any kind of like public disagreement with a brave BIPOC with any kind of POC, they thought that they were going to like lose their job and stuff like that, and it was making white ladies lose their minds. It froze these people, and they let them have a wedding ceremony in their coffee shop, so they couldn't do any business, they couldn't serve anybody, and they were just like, if we say anything that we're going to be on the news, let's just ignore them, let them, and hopefully they'll leave us alone. It was basically they were people sitting on the bus while a fight happens, essentially. And I'm just going to ignore it, and hopefully that makes them go away faster. And then they tried like reaching out to them later and being like, hey, you could at least like, and they said, we ain't paying you shit. And this is the kind of thing where I don't know if it does anything helpful for the big picture relations in this country. They basically they pirated the wedding. I'll be right back. I'm getting some more coffee. And I'm back. Sorry. I was also kind of just peeking my head up. Just peeking my head up to see if these fucking sleepover attendees left yet. I want to play a video game online. Michael Trader! With the $20 super chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Sneaking in while I'm not looking. Yeah, right. I don't fucking miss anything. What do we got on deck? What would be sick? What would be sick to check out? I'm tempted to check out this Robocop game. I've heard so much about it. I do love Robocop. Let's check out Robocop. You know what? This is for me. This next little bit's for me, man. Excuse me. Sorry, that was me. We're getting Robocop. We're getting Robocop. We're checking it out, dude. I think I've earned it. I think I've earned a little bit of fucking Robocop. If it ever finishes up. There we go. Yeah, I deserve Robocop Rogue City. I play so many games from Game Pass and Sony PlayStation Plus. Sony. I'm allowed to buy a game and write it off at the end of the year if I play it on motherfucking stream. It's installing. Oh man, that coffee was on too long. It's extremely bitter. But so, all right, so we've made fun of some stuff. We've talked about stuff that's not cool. What's cool? What's going on in righteous shit right now? What's cool stuff that's going on? I was kind of trying to reassure you guys about mental health and Asperger's, but I feel like even just like touching on that thing is kind of a bummer. What's going to make us go, yeah, woo, you know? There was the naked guy in the Bass Pro Shops. Did you see that guy? I can't show it. You can actually see his meat. This guy had a really little dick. This guy jumped in the Bass Pro Shops tank and he had very little penis. I think I can get away with this one. Hold on. All right. Dude, I mean, if there were... Now, is this guy like the coolest? Is this a party animal or is this a is this the coolest dude ever, or is this a mental breakdown? He has a micro penis. They're calling this shrinkage, but it's like, come on, man. I've been in the water before. I've been in the water before, bro. And the guy zoomed and everything. Yo, is this dude... Is this the coolest guy ever or the worst dude in the world? This is the worst fucking website in the world. I want to see people that responded. I want information on this. So, on first glance, very, very funny to do this. However, there's always a bunch of kids. There's always a bunch of kids in Bass Pro Shops, either being dragged by their partial custody dad, or picking up gear to be molested by their outdoorsy uncle. So immediate deduction, because there's definitely kids in the store. However, his meat's so small that it's technically not exposure. And I hate to be drawing this line right now. Fishtown Tom said, supposedly it's new meds, and he broke down and his wife and kids watched. There's another video where he climbs out and falls and cracks his head. Yes, please. This is longer. Is this him? But by the way, this is a classic bit. This isn't the first guy I've seen in the tank at Bass Pro Shops.
think. Did you get that? Yeah, I got that. He did a cannonball.
He and then he also cannonballed in. This could be the best day of a guy's life. But this is as for most parts of America, this is the coolest the guy can be. Like like what you can drive to in a day, what you can do, taking your family to Bass Pro Shops and getting naked and jumping in the tank. This is like the top of the mountain. And he cannonballed in. We're trying to figure it out, Drew Kane. I just saw the video. Didn't get it context. Is it mental breakdown or a drug thing? We're thinking it's a combination of both. So he cannonballs. He does a kind of a shit dive. No points for that one. Ew, and he's spreading on purpose. Ew, he's spreading his... I mean...
What a moron.
I don't have any instincts in my body that send my legs out like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if I'm swimming, whatever I'm doing. I have to be like on the floor dedicated to stretching for my legs to go in that way. So this might be an FTM. This could be a trans. Whoa, okay, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah, that hurt. Dumbass.
This guy's filming the cops like a fucking idiot. He looks like he was... This is what it looks like when a giraffe is born, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, that hurt. Dumbass.
Tase his ass. Oh man, can you imagine being?
He did not have much fight in him after that.
Can you imagine being handcuffed behind your back with your meat out? That's the scariest.
Well, he's wet. He ought to be able to.
This is the.
This floor pretty good.
This is the bedrock at the bottom of the human experience.
It does not really matter at this point.
Having your hands cuffed behind your back with your penis and balls, first of all, tiny penis and balls exposed. This is seriously... It doesn't get any lower than this. Oh no, now he's on his back and he can't... Oh no. Oh!
That's how I would do it too. That's 100% how I would do it too.
Oh, dude, and if his... Thank God for his tiny meat, because he'd be getting some road rash right now. Oh, man, it might just be the tip. That might be... Seriously, his meatus is probably in contact with the concrete floor right now, getting dragged across like a match tip. Let me wrap him in a shawl. And you know how you want to test the guy for if he is actually legitimately crazy, or if he's pretending because he knows you won't really escalate it any further. What you do is while he's on the ground face down spread eagle like that, you right there, and he'll go, "Whoa, it's all right, stop, seriously, chill." So they're saying Tom's saying he was at the Bass Pro Shops with his family. Meds didn't work out. Damn, imagine finding out your dad has a legitimately tiny micro penis. Your dad has a micro penis and you're finding out while the cops are thinking about killing him. See? This guy's kids are going to want to kill themselves. This is why, dude, I don't do the medicine game. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that shit. No, not sue the doctor. The doctor has no liability. First of all, doctors don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Has anyone gone out sadder? Everything about this guy is womanly. This pose right here, first of all, this is the Venus de Milo. This is the penis de Milo. Damn, dude. It's the same thing. No arms and everything. You know, virtually identical. Venus to micro. Yeah, dude. Cool, dude. Here, I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna black and white him. Hold on. Let's black and white him real quick. Brutal, man. This is fucking brutal. This is so fucking brutal. I'm just gonna save it off stream real quick, just so I don't get flagged, because I need the OG. Okay. Save, and then let's get a comparable image of the Venus. I have a black and white one. We could try that one. Save image as. Okay. What's a WebP? I want a JPEG, not a WebP. I'm just going to change the file extension to JPEG. Here's what I'm doing. I'm not by the way, I'm not very I'm not very quick with this stuff, so I'm sorry, but oh, I forgot we had Robocop coming. I didn't even get stoned this morning. I'm dry. I'll finish putting that together. Venus de Milo and Venus de Milo. And we'll just go ahead. You know what? I'll just do it in Paint.net. Do I have Paint.net installed? That's the thing I'm fastest in. Ugh, I don't. God damn it. Ugh. What do I have? What do I have on this fucking computer? right, let's crop this. Okay, done. And then let's open this. Here, maybe if it's small enough they won't notice. We'll get away with it. Right? Okay, cool. And then we'll do, what the fuck? Is this a piece of shit program? God damn it. God damn it. You know what? Can I just tweet them next to each other? Or can I just do 2 images? Wow. You guys are here for some pretty stellar content to be created, you know? There's one. Oh no, and it's not the edited one? Fuck. Oh man, what a disaster. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, and then save it. Save. Done. Whew, I did it. Okay. Thanks, gang. Thanks for bearing with me as I... And then add one more. Who said Tinas de Milo? I'm going to give you credit real quick. Tim, are you excited that Skankfest is back in Vegas? No. Look, I like to party. Everyone knows that about me. I love to party. Vegas is not... I love Skankfest. I hate Vegas. I feel like everywhere I go in Vegas, people are trying to turn me upside down and shake the coins out of my pockets. Is seeing someone having a smaller bird than mine a good, healthy form of motivation in life? I'm just asking a question. Well, you're asking because you're a man, but women have no problem expending their time on social media looking at girls that are uglier and fatter than them. So for boys, you can indulge in a little bit of teenus, perspective management. It's it definitely does something good for your nervous system to see where you are in the penis hierarchy. To see a guy definitely lower than you, it makes your brain go, I'm not at the bottom, and that's something, and I can work with that. Smashing Pumpkins are looking for a new guitarist, Tim. You should try out. Dude, I'm encouraging my brother to try out. Okay, what about this? If they do any kind of like public thing, this is real. If they do any kind of like public, okay, so if you don't know, Smashing Pumpkins are looking for a new guitarist and they're doing like a public, like, send us a tape. If they do any sort of like public thing, like, yo, I'm gonna ride, I know my brother would be sick playing guitar for Smashing Pumpkins. It would be the coolest fucking thing ever. I'm gonna reach as far as I can and grab as many friends as I can. I need brothers. I'm holding out my hand. Join me. Let's get my brother to be the guitar player for Smashing Pumpkins. Their songs are definitely not hard. It's not about that, though. I don't think that they care about that. Kenneth London said, sending love from the Highlands of Scotland. Scotland. Sending love from the Highlands of Scotland. Is that Scottish or is he Irish? Scotland. With God's help, I'll overcome this horrible affliction. That's kind of Scottish, right? What's the story Naeem is talking about on Durag, where you shut down the crowd? If you talk, I'll let you overdose in the back or something. Oh man, so I kind of talked about this on Dab Meat for a little bit, but we did a big time New Year's bash in Philly at the venue where we had Philly Comedy Festival, which we will never go back to in a million years. Great bar, great restaurant. Would be very cool for a venue, but man, they really fucked us. And so I don't know exactly what the terms of the deal were, because like Danny Dubs and our friends Tom and Laura handle all of like the logistics and preparation and organization. And it was actually, you know what, this was cool, and I didn't really give anyone props publicly about this, and you know, hopefully enough people see this, but Danny Dubs and Tom and Laura and even Mrs. Dubs, they put on Philly Comedy Festival over the summer, and it was like, to me, it was a very memorable time with some like unexpected technical challenges and stuff like that, and some like real hectic things going on behind the scenes that I think kind of added to the overall experience. And it was a wild time. It was so fucking, yeah, very cool, right? However, New Year's Eve, same team, same venue, improvements all across the board. Night and day improvement, you know? But now we're set up for success on New Year's Eve at Gall & Co. And this black wedding party no, I'm just kidding. No. There was this weird scenario where, so I think it was, we didn't pay to rent the place out. I don't think there was no money to reserve the space, but it was like, they're going to make their money. They don't charge a cover anyway. They're going to make their money on the bar. We're not taking any percentage of the bar or kitchen. And we're going to bring a lot of people who are going to, you know, fill the place up. So I get there, and I said the one change this time is like, I don't want to be like troubleshooting like cable stuff. Like I did a lot of that last time, and I just wanted to focus on like doing the show. And I get there, and the first thing I hear is like I get that kind of face, like, and this was Sunday, New Year's Eve. The Eagles had just been completely embarrassed by the Cardinals. Is that a football team? I don't know. Anyway, the Eagles fucking blew it. And the bar in the back of the venue was full of, and I'm not saying this disparagingly, retarded Philly neighborhood dudes in, you know, Eagles jerseys over gray sweatshirts. Like, it was the crowd that watched the Eagles, as I put it, eat their own pussies that day. And they were just not in a great mood, and they were fucked up, and not going anywhere. Now, there's an upstairs and a downstairs at this place. Upstairs is like the cool, used to be a church. Downstairs is cool in its own way. It's like a stone walled basement that's been renovated. It's got nice wood in it. I'm thinking whether the show's upstairs or downstairs, it's going to be a great time. Now, we get there and apparently there's been either no communication or some dismissive behavior between the venue point guy who our team coordinated with and the woman who was running the bar that night. And she was just more or less outwardly hostile to us from the beginning, dude. She said, well, the bar's packed up here. I'm not sending anybody downstairs to serve your people. You can do the show up here, even though the back half of the room is crowded with drunk morons. Our people show up. They get seated. It's actually set up to be a really great show. But now we have a 50-50 situation where all the seating and stuff like that is people who came here for a New Year's Eve good time party. And then there's like a bar, and on the back side of the bar, there's that's the windows facing the street. That is now densely packed with, brain damaged Eagles fans. And they go, we're not moving you guys downstairs. I'm not telling them to go downstairs. You can't charge anybody at the door. So anybody that walked up without a ticket, I hate to say this, just got in. And on top of that, these people were dead set on motherfucking us the entire time. And so they go, well, Tim, why don't you just go out first? So I have to walk on I have to get introed to a half of a room who are just anyway, so I just went out and I just immediately was just being a fucking monster to them. And so I started from the beginning. I was just saying yo, I understand where you guys are coming from, but there will not be issues with any of the fucking Narcan carrying wiggers and Eagles jerseys in the back of this room, and that's a promise. And I was it was the kind of thing Philly neighborhood dudes, if you talk shit to them, they like you. They go, yeah, okay, yeah, I am a fucking homo, dude. And then they'll call you gay, and you go, yeah, you're gayer. And they go, oh, fuck, dude, he got me. I am fucking gayer, dude. I was telling him, dude, I'm fucking gay, dude. Not for nothing, dude, but I am fucking gay, dude. Is that kind of thing. And I got them all riled up, and they were ready to have a good time, and then it was just hard to carry them through the rest of the night. But the people that were there for the show had a great time. It was just the comics, watching these fucking dudes shooting daggers in the back of the room and occasionally, talking shit. And so I was just calling them all drug addict losers, and that's all. That's what it was. Anyway, New Year's Eve ended up being another memorable, chaotic time. But Tim, I'm fucking gay, dude. Nah, it's true. I'm fucking gay. I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? Is that kind of mismanagement common? I think the service industry is top to bottom people whose brains can't be used for anything else. So there's no quality control. There's no, and then the king of it is John Taffer, So what's that tell you? And yeah, shout out Bobby Bullitt. Shout out Robert Cruz for jumping on them right after I got off stage as they were at their fucking surliest. The heckle of the night was one of these dudes while Bobby Cruz was on stage, giving it his all. A dude went, "Fuck this dude, he's a pussy." We're just yeah, that's our boy. You're fucking gay, dude. But yeah, that's how that went. That's it. That was New Year's Eve. So we'll continue putting on independent shows and festivals in Philly, but I guess we're looking for a new venue. Let's check out a little bit of Robocop. Let's do a little bit of the cop. Is there can you shoot dudes' dicks off in this game? And I know I sound like I'm fucking around, but I do feel like that's integral to the Robocop experience. This was made by Tayon Martin. No relation. Every time I install a new game, I go, this is going to be the one that my PC can't handle. It's already humming right now. Oh boy. I'm having some performance issues. Uh-oh. What the heck? Should I drop the res? Should I drop the res? Sometimes changing to regular full screen from windowed full screen helps. That did help. Oh, okay. Still got it. Ooh, I love this somber Robocop. Let's go. We'll go normal at first. What is this video card? It's a RTX, let's say 3070? No, it must be a 2070. It's an RTX 70. Whatever. Maybe 30?
You give us 3 minutes, and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire on the last Lapland reservation, killing 12. Thankfully, our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil. Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers. Here's a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products, that's funding and running the Detroit Police Department.
Old Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime. It must be cut out, and OCP holds the scalpel.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in Old Detroit.
Your filthy hands off me. Shut.
I'm sorry. There seems to be a
disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move. Don't adjust your television sets. Your regularly scheduled program will be back shortly. Now, this message goes out to the new guy in town. It seems that you're looking to spend some money in this great city of ours. I'm here to tell you that the Torchheads are open for business. You may have heard of us as the #1 supplier of nuke in Old Detroit. The most potent, addictive drug available in front of every convenience store, school, or library near you. But that's not all we're capable of.
Goatsy. That's what I would have done.
Let's get you up here. We'll get Officer Howard to illustrate the point. You see, Officer Howard made a drug bust that cost us a lot of money. We want to reward this dutiful officer with a performance bonus. a lifetime supply of nuke. Oh man, you're gonna have the time of your life. There you go. Enjoy. New guy, us torch heads are more than capable of doing whatever you need done in our city. So what is it, huh? Arson, smuggling, drug dealing, good old-fashioned murder. We do it all. You've got the money, we've got the power. So let's talk.
So did they kill the hostages? What? I have a question. Has anybody done Girl Robocop yet?
Good to see you.
Has anyone done a female reboot of Robocop yet? Has anyone done like Amy Schumer as Robocop? As like either a sketch or and it's just the most disappointing movie ever made. And you know how like Robocop has like flashbacks of his life with like his family running around the house, and it's like they're like intrusive robot thoughts, and they're like playing as he's like, you know, and then the girl version is just like she's just remembering times she like queefed really loud. She keeps getting her gun taken from her. How much would a Robocop costume with boobs cost? How much is there anyone who can make me a Robocop suit with boobs? She's a horrible driver. Has anyone done this yet? Oh my god, dude. I don't know if they saved the actual boobs onto the armor, but the armor would have the boobs. You know, I like the Robocop reboot. And one of my favorite. Whoa, let's drop that mouse sensitivity a little bit. There we go. That's better. Holding down the right mouse click takes us into like old TV mode. You can kind of run. I don't like that. You should only be able to walk.
Judgment Day is here.
Dude. Your prime directive is not even. Number 2, protect and serve. Number 1, can't even. Yeah, I'm doing the female Robocop reboot.
They came out of the trucks and they just started shooting.
A girl Robocop.
I can see your lady is still quite shaken up. I'll get one of the paramedics to check. I wouldn't bother. I already ran the plates. You should know by now when it comes to evidence, we're hoarders.
Ah, yes, writing things.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of
Oh
body
no.
bags.
Oh man. Is this reflection accurate? Let's see. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 10 milligrams of diazepam to make you comfortable.
Oh, okay. So I'm responding to the hostage thing. Got it. My bad. Sorry, I got so brain locked. Goddamn, Robocop is cool.
Wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir,
You talk to him.
Roger that. Over and out.
Oh, dude, she's interrupting him as he's on the phone. She's like asking questions. And he's like, oh, 1 second. Yeah, I know. It's my Robocop wife. Yeah, that kind of thing. What's he saying?
What's the situation?
Goddamn OCP tells us to stand down till SWAT arrives. That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on the way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
Damn, she said back to work.
If that's the case, let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic! There you are, partner.
Lewis?
The hell is going on up there?
Sorry, dude. The police want us to release the hostages. So no hard feelings.
Hey, you can't go in yet. We need to wait for the reinforcements.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I knew you'd say something like that.
We need to find another way. It is too dangerous to cross.
For me. But you can take the heat. Go. I'll figure something
Is that
out.
Peter Weller or whatever
Besides,
his name is? Is
you
it Peter
could do with
Weller?
a head start.
Or is that Optimus Prime?
Go on.
I'm trying to. At the end of the mission, it better hit the fucking theme music.
I've got a sniff, baby. How much do you think I could get for it?
Is it gold?
It was taken off someone famous. Just look at him. He looks kind of familiar.
Guys, we've got company. Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Drop it, scum.
Watch out!
Is there a melee attack or anything? Yeah. Trying to shoot that? Yeah. I am all right. Off the bat, feeling very powerful. Do their heads explode or anything? I'm shooting them in their dicks unless their heads explode. It's a little bit of volume. Got him. Yeah, I think, I wonder what my life would have been like if I had this at a younger, like more formative age. Dick is a critical spot.
All personnel, evacuate immediately.
It's tough to
Worried about the way
you can't really convey.
Lewis, you're here.
we need to get these
That's, I always like that
back
move too.
online.
The head turn and then the
The
body to
service box
follow.
is in the basement.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a key card from the janitor. It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you.
Thanks, bitch. But hearing the music and being in Robocop vision and kind of walking slow like this, like it does all come together. The only reason I hesitated to get this because I watched a couple videos and I was like, cool. But until it all comes together and you feel it, you don't really get it.
Is fresh.
Press H to heal. A little bit of nuke.
I can smell some burnt electric.
Any more tricks up your sleeve?
Yes.
I will keep them coming.
What a warm welcome, don't you think?
Oh, she's not bad either. This is a dick percent slow run.
Nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Oh, he reacted.
Almost there.
Oh, thought that was almost shot her penis off. Whoa.
I gotta say, I did not expect such a big crowd.
Whoop. You get critical credit for shooting the wieners. That's cool. Ooh, grab? Let's go.
Over here, Murphy. It's that service box, isn't it? Hey, why don't you check it out?
Yo, the dicks are exploding. What else does this game need? You can use Robocop vision to investigate blah blah blah. Okie dokie.
I am detecting a short circuit. We need to isolate the cables.
I think I've got something just for that.
You are very resourceful.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort.
Damn, the walk is still cool. You don't need to change anything about Robocop. Okay.
It's on the 30th floor.
Robocop reboot was sick. Did I describe my favorite scene when they reveal that there's a part in the Robocop remake where he's in the lab and they pull away all of the cybernetics, revealing just like the parts of him that are alive, and it's just like his lower face and eyes and brainstem and lungs and I think maybe heart. And he's like in the machine, he goes, and he like kind of has a freak out because it's, oh, dude, I like that a lot.
All our guests with a decent amount of amusement, so don't skimp on the nuke.
And also the guy, I think the guy that plays Robocop in the remake reminds me a little bit of.
Freaking psycho.
Whoa.
We need to be quick before they kill anyone else. I know that look, Murphy. You saw something, didn't you?
We are here to enforce the law, Lewis. Let us stay focused.
Right. Just keep in mind that I'm here if you need me, partner.
The guy that plays Robocop in the remake reminds me a little bit of Chris Wood, if that makes sense.
Slime bags detected.
I feel like he should be taller too.
Boys, the police dog.
But he's got to fit. Don't forget, he's got to fit in a normal police car.
You're gonna take that back.
Because God forbid they put fucking rocket skates on him or something. Can I throw that back? My boy's fucking horny for evidence. Nothing but crimes here, dude. Whoops. I thought I was picking something up. It was a grenade.
Nice and easy.
That guy was fast. Oh, I thought there was like a hint to do something. That's my bad.
We cannot let him pass.
Do the thing.
It's your fault they'll die.
Fuck. When you face criminals who have taken hostages, you have only a few seconds to eliminate the threat and protect the innocent. Use your extraordinary reflexes to meet this challenge. Let's go! That's my bad.
Thank God you've come. This lady really needs to see a doctor.
Murphy, these people need help. Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Right.
This is Lewis. We have rescued 3 hostages, one with a gunshot wound to the abdomen.
Is this, who won, who's the new mayor in Philly? I don't even know who the mayor is. I'm pretty sure, did we just get an old black lady mayor? I was trying to explain this to someone not too long ago, but I think getting an old black lady mayor is kind of like part of the lead up to getting a Robocop situation in your city. Nice. Bloody bit is up. Let's try melee. Let's see what punching them does. Hopefully something cool. I broke his neck with a punch. Who did that? Look, it's the Bass Pro Shops guy. All right, let's get serious. Let's be effective police officers now, okay? I've fucked around enough. I don't have all day. I have to get moving. His legs are gone. These guys are getting tougher. Nice. The heck? Look, the welder's mask, the armor is actually encouraging you to shoot their dicks. They knew what they were doing. The dick is the headshot in this game. What the fuck? Lois, my penis targeting system seems to be malfunctioning.
It's a surprise. Little man, have you washed your hands?
Do I really have to? I wasn't playing in the dirt.
Of course you do. No more discussion. Darn. What? Alex? What do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern. James really looks up to you. He said in school that he wants to be a police officer just like his dad.
My hands are shaking! Kill the hostage!
Yo.
Hey, no sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying here! Get me another one of those choppers, like the one that took Soot! You hear me?
You worked so hard, honey. Why don't you take some leave? We all could use a little break from this reality, don't you think?
Wakey, wakey! I'm talking to you, Shiny! Stand back from that door, or I'll shoot her! I swear to nuke!
I don't know what I would do if I ever lost you.
You got 3 seconds! 3!
Our family is the only thing I need to be happy.
2! Are you fucking deaf?
Promise me, we will stay like this forever.
1! Last chance, weirdo!
I love you so much, Alex. You okay there, Murphy?
What does it want? Get it away from me!
I am sorry.
Can't you see? It's unstable!
Ma'am, please, calm down. It's been a very tough evening, and I assure you that everyone wants to be back home with their families. Though for some of us, the night has just begun.
I could hands-free. I could hands-free right now. Whoa. Well, folks, that's all the time I have. I want to thank everyone who recommended Robocop Rogue City. There's been a few of you. That shit's cool. I was looking for a game to stream during my nights off. We'll do a little bit more of that. That was just the intro. That was fucking sick. Does anyone know when the Drew Montana episode of Field Trippin' is dropping? It's already up on the Patreon. It'll be public, I believe, not this coming week, but the week after. This week coming, we have the first episode of Tim Butterly's show with our guest Ian Fidanche. And you better come see me on the road. If you live in Austin or Raleigh or Indianapolis or Boston, you should go to timbutterly.com. You should come out to a show. It's a fucking good time. Bringing Rob Cruz. We're exploring your cities. We're making more episodes of Field Trippin'. We're having more fun at every turn. Friends, thank you for spending your Sunday early afternoon with me. I hope this has been a real slap on the ass of your horse, and you ride into this coming week with a bird full of blood. Thanks for everything. I'll see you guys later.